As a contractor, you know that you gotta focus yourself in construction. Make sure your employees are doing good. You gotta make sure you're managing everything really nice. Just have a professional. Have a professional specialist on either Google Ads, Facebook, Instagram, like yourself. It's gonna make their life easy. So they're
And
gonna
the
have
results are way better.
they're gonna have a peace of mind saying that a professional is doing it for them. They're gonna get quality leads, which is even better.
You're listening to the Remodeler Digital Playbook, a show created to inspire remodeling contractors to achieve success in their remodeling business. I am your host, Ratna Ramakrishnan. I'm also the founder of Remodeler Digital, the digital marketing agency for remodeling contractors. In each episode, I'll be chatting with remodeling contractors and top experts discussing their proven methods for revenue generation, the insights they've gained, and the keys to remodeling success. And I'll be sharing my knowledge of how I created a 7-figure business using digital marketing. We are in for a treat today. We're talking to one of my clients who is also California's very celebrated contractor, a general contractor that engages in kitchen and bathroom remodeling, backyards, you name it, he can transform your spaces. So I'm excited to speak to Carlos and his wife, Carla, today. So thank you for taking the time. So Carlos, tell me a little bit about your journey. What led you into the construction industry?
Hey Ravna, how you doing?
Doing good.
So my name is Juan Carlos Vargas, and my wife Carla Gonzalez. We are the owners of Ingenious General Construction, and we do kitchens, like you mentioned, kitchens, bathrooms, ADUs, custom homes, and exterior work, pavers. We do all the hardscaping, which is pavers, concrete, retaining walls, patio covers, pools. So we do a lot.
Amazing.
Yeah.
What got you into the construction industry?
More like my family works on the construction industry, so this is a natural path for me. It's easy for me to understand construction. So
Yeah, since he was a teenager, his dad would take him with him to do like concrete patios, driveways, and stuff like that. So I think that's where he got his passion from.
Originally, I was thinking to be a sports psychologist, or I studied kinesiology for 4 years.
Amazing.
But like everything changes. That wasn't a good pay. So one of the good things about construction is you get the money to sustain your family. So this is
Absolutely. And when you do high quality work, people are going to love you and they're going to want to hire you again and again. So what is it that you love about being a general contractor? It looks like if you were into sports medicine and stuff like that, you must like working with your hands. Is it true that you enjoy working with your hands? And
I love working with my hands. I was on the carpenter union for 4 years. I learned how to frame houses, how to form foundations for houses, and it was easy for me. It's a lot of math going on.
And he loves
geometry and padding and all that stuff.
amazing.
Easy for me. Yeah.
Amazing. So you like math and geometry and calculations and stuff like that. When was it that you made a decision that you did not want to follow your degree, your college degree, and become a general contractor? What was that defining moment for you when you said, this is my passion, this is what I've grown up with, and I'm going to follow this?
I always liked working with my hands. I was starting doing the small projects, and like I said, the wow effect that you get in clients when you do something. Let's say you complete a bathroom, and then once it's finished, you're like, I did that. So it's pretty nice to see that feeling. It motivates you to continue, and you become addicted to do some construction. Yeah.
Amazing. Were there moments when there was struggle and you felt this is hard, like this business is hard, and how did you get over that feeling of difficulty?
Well, you always having a company it's not like you're gonna be happy or you're gonna, I don't know, be all the time on this curve, right?
Pricing.
Yeah. So having a company, you gotta know that the curve is more like a roller coaster, right? Going up and down. So when you're coming down, you gotta focus yourself in going up as quick as possible. You want to stay up as much as you can, but when you're going down, it's just, yeah, you gotta have that mentality, strong mentality to just go up.
Very cool.
For me, the experience that I thought, this trade is a little bit hard is that one time he had done a very good job on a fence, and this client, I don't know if she was having trouble like paying, but instead she started to make like
Stories.
yeah, like she went to Yelp and wrote like a nasty comment, and she showed it to him and said, if you keep charging me this money or whatever, like I'm gonna post this. And we were like, why is there people, that mean?
Yeah.
Like we're working to pay our bills, and they shouldn't be doing this.
On the construction environment, you gotta work with a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to be more like a psychologist, right? Sometimes they I don't know, they want something, and you gotta basically, as a company, you gotta solve a problem for them. So doing sometimes you do it, and sometimes there's people out there that they don't want to pay you. What else?
You
We have-
encounter problems.
Yes.
That was one of the times that I was like, this is hard. And we're like, we didn't know how bad it would affect, a comment like that on our
Yes.
on our site. So we're like, no, definitely not. You're gonna pay us. Like, this is the job. Like, look at the pictures. Like, like we weren't scared. But this person did actually post it. And it was so, like, it hit us so hard where, like, other leads were coming in and they were calling. They were like, I'm just a little bit worried about this comment that's on your site. Like, what happened? I want to know what happened. And so we had to explain ourselves over and over and over and over. And we had to even send, like, text messages to prove ourselves. And that was a little bit heartbreaking.
And then how did you cross over that hump? Did you just do amazing projects and then have
we're like,
clients
he's not
give you
gonna
those?
stop us because he is so good at doing like what he did. And so we knew how important like good comments were. So we started to ask for a lot of like reviews after like his
for a problem
project
you
was
always have 3 solutions, right? You all the time, if there's a problem, there's 2 ways to solve that problem. I could have just cry and feeling bad.
that was bad.
Right?
Okay.
But it was like, Carla, that happened. You just let's move on. Like, if we're doing on the long run, right? If you do the things right, you're gonna go all the time going up, up, up.
So in the case of that mean client who just randomly gave you guys a 1-star Yelp review, you land up being compensated. You got your money for your hard work, and then she left you a review. But it's okay, you
No,
did the
she
right
actually-
She
thing.
didn't pay us.
She didn't pay.
Wow.
And she left the review, and we're like, okay, don't pay us, but just take that off.
Mm.
Like, it's okay, just don't
But
do
they,
that.
they usually don't
And
do
no,
that.
she
But
was
that
like,
happens.
still not paying you,
Right.
because she was just being a little bit our customer now.
Yeah.
And I think you guys are up to now some close to 25-star reviews on Google. So congratulations on that.
Yeah. Yeah, Yelp and Google said, yeah.
Yeah.
We're doing good.
So when you think about your role as a general contractor, when you started your business to today, what has changed? You mentioned that you were doing a lot of the things yourself. So speak to me a little bit about how your life, your role as a general contractor has changed in the 10 to 11 years of work that you've been doing.
Okay, let me go back 10 years ago. So 10 years ago, I remember starting my really first project. It was a landscape project. I think it was basically cleaning some shrubs, putting a little bit of bark on the planters, and I remember charging $500, right? And then so I did it in one day. I did it in like half a day, and then when I was like, oh man, like I used to work on a restaurant, so I'm like, $500 in 4 hours. Like,
Good
wow,
money, yeah.
it's a good money. So, and then
he did a good job.
yeah, and then I was like, how should I started thinking myself, because I didn't know anything about marketing. I didn't know anything about like a company. So like, how should I get more projects? So I started like putting ads on Craigslist, and that's how I slowly start getting. Hey, I need another cleanup. Then I started doing, and then I need a fence. And I was like, I don't know how to do a fence, right? So and then I was like, well, my uncle knows how to do a fence, so let me ask him, hey, how much should I charge for this fence? And like, oh, I will charge you this much, and then I'll charge a little bit more, and then that's how I started everything, right? Knowing that sometimes as a contractor, you don't need to know everything.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta delegate sometimes some of the work, because they're professional.
But at the beginning, he used to try to do everything.
Yeah.
From like doing the quotes, the invoicing, the job, and everything.
I didn't know
it was crazy.
I didn't know anything about marketing, so it was just.
There was times where like he was 11 at night and he was doing invoicing. At that time, I was like, go to bed.
But no, we didn't do that much marketing. It was just, I think, referrals.
Mm-hmm.
When you do small projects, it was like, oh, Carlos did a good job.
Yeah.
Hey, he's gonna help you, and then that's how, started growing. It was just referrals.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very cool. So today in remodeling, do you have a favorite project that you've completed recently that you'd like to share about? Where the project was complex and you came in and you were able to, transform the space but still stay within the budget.
Yeah. So we just did probably a couple months ago a really, really nice project. It was designed by Josh Larson. He's a good designer. And it was a ADU. It was an ADU in Orinda Hills. It was really hard. It was really hard to do that project because the house was it was on the hill, but the house and the street is higher than the backyard.
The elevation, yeah.
The elevation. So the ADU was all the way down. So we have to do everything manpower. So we couldn't use heavy equipment. Bobcats. It was just all manpower. The designer Josh decided to do a nice cantina doors, nice bathroom, nice kitchen, and I actually have some
everything high end, so beautiful.
So beautiful. When like I said, like when you complete those projects and you see them, I'm like, did I do that project?
Yeah.
I'm like, that project looks really nice, and obviously let's give credit to the designers,
of course, and your team
and my team, because we just actually did everything from foundation, sewer line, rough underground plumbing, framing, insulation, drywall, everything. So I feel proud of my guys. They actually perform really good.
The finished part is amazing.
Very cool. That does sound like a challenging project with the elevation and then not being able to use conventional machinery.
And you can see it probably on the platforms, Instagram, Facebook. You can see some of the
construction,
the ADU. Mm-hmm.
So considering remodeling is such a competitive space, you have like remodeling contractors that are in your next door to you in your office. How do you win a project if you go in and you have multiple contractors trying to bid on it? Have you been in that situation? And then how do you win the trust of the homeowner to choose you over a competition? Because lowballing on price is always not a good strategy. Mm-hmm. So what are some of the methods
we are
that you use?
Really natural in when it comes to bidding something. We are really transparent with them. Sometimes there's customers that they already have their design. Mm-hmm. They just say, hey, Carlos, I have this ADU, and then what I do, so I learned the actual plans really, really good from everything. I learn everything, and if I have any questions, I just shoot some questions. Hey, what about this? I think the engineer messed up here, or the designer something is not good. and then sometimes they trust me because I know
He catches errors like that.
and that's something that they're like, oh, Carlos, you know what? Like, we're currently doing a ADU for Dean in Pleasant Hill, and he was like, Carlos, you know what? I went with you because you really learned my plans. You asked me questions. I didn't care about the price, if it's low, high. It was just I feel really comfortable with you, and then that's something that most of my customers are saying.
Amazing.
They like us, the way we work, the way we every time we sell the project, we do pre-construction paperwork, which is we present payment schedules, project schedules,
Timelines.
the timeline, when we're gonna start, when we're gonna finish. All that information makes the customers it's more like a peace of mind for them.
Yes,
They're like, I'm gonna start in this week and I'm gonna finish 3 months from now, right? So me as a contractor, I have to follow that.
You have a timeline.
Yep.
Nice. So sustainability and climate change is a big deal today, where we're all worried about this beautiful earth. And so as a contractor, what do you do when it comes to your processes where you're being more environmentally friendly? Do you have things that you recycle, or projects where you have processes that make, set you apart? Because we all need to care about this earth. So is there anything that you're able to share with me?
Yeah, sometimes when we do landscaping, when we do exterior work, sometimes customers, they're like, hey, I just want to do concrete all my backyard. I want concrete all around. I'm like, we have to, by law, we need to have minimum, I think it's 40%, minimum is 40% landscape, like plants, grass. So knowing all these codes is good, because the environment, we need some trees, we need plants, we need grass. And I seen projects where there's a lot of artificial grass, a lot of concrete, and basically that's not helping the environment.
Also, we have an account with Green Hollow or Halo. And so that means, like, every time we have waste, we make sure we take them to the facilities that are appropriate. They do the recycling, and that's very important.
Yeah.
Amazing. That's very being socially conscious. So
We're trying to
Yeah.
help.
Yeah.
excellent. So when you think about technology, do you use any AI or any other software or any other tools to help you run your business? Like, do you use tools for estimation, or are you using any of like ChatGPT or any of the tools out there today to simplify your life in the office and in your business?
With technology, yes, we use a lot of technology. We are using you,
Yes.
right? And I know you're really expert on all this technology, which is good. We use a CRM called Projo. This software is helping us systemize the company well, sending invoice, estimates, tracking the guys' labor hour rate. The labor. What else are we using? I'm using the ChatGPT. Sometimes I'm like, how should I say this? Like, what would be the best way to send this email? ChatGPT, what other technologies are? Smart Sheets.
Nice.
We are working with Jesus, iconic business advisor. He's helping us grow, and he's implementing a lot of technology on our company. Yep.
Awesome. If there is a brand new young contractor that's starting their business today and dreaming and wanting to grow and become like you and have an office and a team, what would be, some advice that you would give them?
So you gotta have the right behavior, good habits. When starting is hard, so don't give up, because the first year, I think, is the hardest of all. So if you can make it the first year when you are starting your business, I think you're gonna with passion. If you have this passion, you're gonna you're gonna make it.
I noticed you mentioned a business advisor, Jesus. Are there any other mentors or anybody that has helped you through this process? Because starting and growing a business is not for the faint of heart. So share with me any other mentors or books or stories that have helped you get to where you are.
We have a mentor. Also, her name is Laura Elena, and she's also a business advisor. And she helps us. We have meetings with her like twice a month, if I'm not mistaken. And we go over our financials. We tell her what are the struggles, and then she gives us feedback, and she gives us strategies on how to resolve the problem. And then we have a follow-up appointment with her, and she's like, "How are you guys doing? Did that get resolved? Okay, that didn't work. Let's do something else." And then she advises on continuing. We read books. He loves reading a lot more than me.
Yeah, I read books. Let's say, if I eat with a millionaire, I'm gonna become a millionaire.
Who you associate with,
whoever you like, the environment is, that's how you're gonna behave.
Right.
So
you have to learn from your surroundings.
You become like the 5 people that you associate
but there's a
yourself.
price for it, right?
You become like the 5 people that you associate
like
yourself with, who you spend a lot of time
so
with.
we have this mastermind group. All of them are really nice.
Working for the community.
Yeah, and helping us grow.
And are they all contractors like you?
They're business owners.
Okay.
Not contractors. There's some that are contractors. There's some that are business owners. Like they're like they own like restaurants.
Okay,
Some of
so
them
local.
they have different businesses.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Some of them are contractors.
I think so. Networking is essential.
Cool.
Really, if you don't have those people, what I was trying to say earlier is that if you don't have those people, you can find everything on a book.
Yes.
Right. Sometimes I don't have this group, this nice group of millionaires or business guys, or no, you have everything. If you're looking for something, a book is your best.
Very cool. Do you have a favorite book? A business book or a recent book that you read that you'd like to speak about?
I'm reading one is The Miracle Morning.
Yes.
Have you read?
Yes. Hal Elrod. Yep.
Yeah. So that's giving you ways how can you be more productive during the day. Right now, I was reading Eating Well, Sleeping Well. Is essential when having that energy, because me as a contractor, I need to have this much energy to be able to be here, right?
Yes. The stress.
Yeah.
Reduces the if you eat well, it reduces the stress. It talks about savers. The savers, the steps that you have to do every morning.
Yeah.
Which is silence. Let me see if I remember. It's silence. 8 is affirmations. Savers. B will be visualization.
Yes.
You gotta visualize yourself, thinking that you're there. Visualize yourself that you're successful.
I'm going to be a 25 million, 50 million contractor. Yeah.
Savers. E is for exercise.
Yes.
You gotta exercise. R is for reading. You gotta read minimum 10 minutes every day. And then R is for scribing or scribing. So you gotta write everything that you learned during the day. Just write it down.
Incredible! It's just amazing that he reads a book and then he remembers what he's read from it.
Carla,
Very cool.
Yeah.
I love looking at your Instagram handle. You have such cool drone photography and videography, and so for a remodeling contractor that's sitting on the fence and saying, I don't know whether I should be on social media, what would be your recommendation?
Well, before anything, you have to do it yourself. Like I was explaining, my videographer Eric is here. I was telling him what the customer wants is to see. They want to see what you're capable of doing, right? If you can have that image and put it on the media, be like, oh wow, they did a nice ADU. Oh, they did a nice paper.
What you're doing.
visually, that's the first thing, right? You visually see, and then you trust a company by just seeing their work. So I think
But I
Eric is.
think it's really important that you hire someone professional to do that job.
I used
Because
to do it myself.
He
Yeah,
does great jobs. And
I'm
that's
really
how
bad.
we,
Yeah,
like, came up with, like, hiring Eric, because he took, like, the pictures himself, and the product was so beautiful, but I was like, these pictures are not
selfie
giving
myself
you
with her. Nah.
any justice. So I'm like, we have to start getting someone
professional. Yes.
at doing this. And
So-
so we came up
With Eric.
with Eric.
Eric,
And
he's
we're so
doing-
happy to have found him. He's amazing. He's the best.
Follow-
I cannot tell you enough.
Follow him on Instagram.
Instagram,
So
yeah.
what's your Trust Media?
Yeah.
He's pretty good. The videos that he's taking for my project.
Incredible. I am a fan of all the videos that I see on your portal. It's just incredible. So,
Now sometimes I see the video, I'm like, wow.
Yes.
Like, I haven't even seen this much detail.
yes.
And I was there at the
Even if it's a simple
So-
project, he makes it like, oh wow, that's a beautiful
because
project.
he takes the details that we
The
don't see.
angles that you have to know, right? You have to know the angles.
It's great.
Yeah.
Yes,
the best.
because remodeling is all about storytelling. Homeowners want to see the beautiful spaces, they want to see the little details. So, you are fans of social media, and you would recommend all remodeling contractors to be on social media, because you're able to show and tell all of your beautiful handwork and the gorgeous projects that you create.
They have to have Facebook, Instagram. I think House is a good platform, and you're doing Google Ads,
Yeah,
which you can
Facebook
have.
ads. Yeah.
Your Google platform has to have nice reviews. Make sure you guys do your reviews. Pictures, nice pictures. Before I used to have, like Carla said, like pictures like from here, but now Eric is
Very
upgrading.
professional.
Really
We
good
upgrade.
pictures.
Are you comfortable sharing where your revenue numbers are at today and what your goals are? You don't need to give me specific numbers if you're willing to share a ballpark number. And also speak to me about how do you arrive at like marketing dollars when you decide that, today, as an example, if you're at a $2 million in revenue and you want to get to 10 million, in your mind, do you say, okay, I'm going to take this many dollars or this % of what I'm making today, and I'm going to invest in marketing because it's going to help me reach that new revenue goal that I have. So in your minds or through your business advisor, do you have certain processes or like a formula that you use to come to a number that gives you, a strategy? So you're not just kind of like throwing spaghetti on the wall and saying, is it going to stick, right?
So what we're doing right now, we're doing smart sheets to record everything that we are earning as a company, how much we're spending, the labor. We're currently doing the labor burden for the employees, how much actually an employee is costing us. It's not just like, let's say you pay someone $30 an hour. It's like they're not costing us $30 an hour. It's costing us more because we're paying insurance.
Yep.
We're paying
Workers' comp.
Workers' comp. We're paying the trucks, heavy equipment. So doing all this data, I think the data is really important because at the end of the year, you're like, did I make some money? Is my company a healthy company? As a company, I think a healthy company is about, I would say, 35 to 40%
Margins. Yeah.
margin. We just started doing it about 3 months ago.
Nice.
And yes, we're selling more now. Before it was less, but yes, we're selling. But I think this year we're gonna know. We're gonna be able to tell you, hey, I think this year we made this much money.
Nice.
But I think we are from 3 million
Nice.
a year.
And what are your grand dreams? Like, if you could dream big, where would you like to take this company?
I'd like to grow. But I don't. To be honest,
want to stick to quality.
Yes.
yeah, I like to grow, but it's not like I don't want to have like 50 employees. I just really want to have this company to be a really good company, even like, let's say 30 employees, being a really healthy company. Because even you can be a really big company, but the profit could be the same as a small company. Really healthy company, systemized, using technology, like you said, using having the right employees. We were reading this book, Good to Great,
Yeah.
right? So it teaches you as a company, in order, you can be a good company, but to be a better company, you gotta step up. So you gotta have those good employees,
Right.
5-star employees throughout, from administrator assistant.
Yeah.
So if Carla is not if Carla is not level 5,
I am
has to go. Yeah. So yeah.
Cool. So speak to me a little bit about your personal life. What do you like to do for fun? I know that you have children, so tell me a little bit about your personal lives when you're not working, when you're not a general contractor, when you're not building these beautiful spaces. What do you guys do for fun? And
I have a huge family. He has a huge family as well, not as huge as mine. So we love to spend time with our family. So I call them over for dinner or lunch. I have a backyard pool.
Of
so
course.
We just go in the pool. We make some, a nice dinner, or we just spend time together.
amazing.
Our 5-year-old has a lot of energy. He has a lot of cousins.
Yes.
So there's a lot of activity in our house.
Mm-hmm.
And for us, that's my perfect, spare time that we can have.
Being with family.
Yeah, being with my family.
Yeah,
Nice.
like I said before, I love sports. So every time I'm free, I just like to go and play soccer. I love soccer.
You love soccer. Nice.
I exercise. What else? And then I spend time most with Carla and Carlitos. We all Carlos, right? We watch movies.
We go visit our family members as well to their
She
homes.
has there's 10 of them.
Wow,
10,
nice.
How many brothers? 3 brothers.
It's 10 of us. including
So-
myself.
So we go like, let's visit Omar. Okay, we go with Omar. Let's visit, and then this. So we have a lot of houses to visit.
Keeps you going.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah. So
Absolutely.
Carlitos, my son started playing soccer, so I take him to training and
Soccer games.
games.
How old is he?
He's 5 years old.
5
Oh,
years old.
precious. Great
Yeah.
time to start soccer. Very cool. So, if there is a remodeling contractor thinking about marketing, and if they were trying to make a decision to work with Remodeler Digital, my agency, why would you recommend us, and what would be your reason to influence them to choose us?
Just go for it. As a contractor, you know that you gotta focus yourself in construction. Make sure your employees are doing good. You gotta make sure you're managing everything really nice. Just have a professional. A specialist on either Google Ads, Facebook, Instagram, like yourself. It's gonna make their life easy. So
And the results are way better.
they're gonna have a peace of mind saying that a professional is doing it for them. They're gonna get quality leads, which is even better, right?
And you're amazing too.
Thank you for saying
Really
that.
nice.
I
So
appreciate
you're
it.
doing-
We enjoy working with you all.
Likewise, the feeling is mutual. My
doing
team
a- you're
feels the
doing
same
a-
way.
You're doing a great job. Right after we shift with you, we started seeing results. Getting all those quality leads and big projects. That's what we want.
Excellent.
Yeah.
How is this process of speaking to me? Did you enjoy sharing your story and being on this podcast to
It's nervous.
This is my first time on that podcast, so I don't know. So Eric just cut everything that.
You guys did amazing. It was my honor to speak to you. So thank you for being here. And I can't wait for all of this content for the world to see and put it on social media. So thank you again for your
Thank you
time
very much.
Yeah, I
Yep.
think Eric is gonna do a good job
of editing.
editing it.
Thank you.
All right.
If you would like to generate more leads through your digital marketing efforts, please visit remodelerdigital.com and check the workshop section for video training and guides on everything from running effective pay-per-click ads and how to have your website be best friends with the Google algorithm. Also sign up for a 15-minute discovery call with me to run an online snapshot report of your remodeling business. This has been another successful episode of the Remodeler Digital Playbook. Thanks for listening.